Since President Trump was elected, we've all had to face his agenda. I have, over a year ago, said, I'm sorry that we have to deal with it. It basically is not a city responsibility. My sympathy, my empathy, my personal relationships with undocumented individuals, I know the anxiety. And quite frankly, I think most Houstonians experienced the anxiety as we watched the nation and the disruption that occurred in most major cities. I made a commitment then to follow the law, be consistent, transparent, and that is what has kept the turmoil out of Houston. I get calls from major city officials across the nation, across Texas, asking us, how are we able, as a major city, as diverse as we are, to be able to be as reasonable and consistent as we've been. Just for example, I got a report recently that there were only 70 ICE officers in our region. Minneapolis had 3,700 at one time because it was politicized in so many of our major cities. So we've been consistent, followed the law, and today we need to deal with the item. I want to thank the members for engaging in the process. The sponsors of Prop A have been reasonable. I've never seen a piece of legislation in 50 years or served in the legislature that could not be improved. So today we have a revised version of Prop A, item 28. I think it is consistent with HPD practices. HPD practices are to follow, respect the Fourth Amendment, and then also HPD will furnish its data to anyone that asks for it, certainly anyone around this horseshoe. So I think the revised version is a ratification of the good policies that HPD is conducting. It's an emotional issue. People can disagree. I'm sorry that some of our witnesses and speakers have tried to politicize it, but that's one of our successes coming out of my office is we're not going to politicize something that's sensitive. We've traveled across Houston, certainly coffee with police last week in the East End, Denver Harbor Civic Club last night. People across the city appreciate the seriousness that we've handled this matter. And I'm just thankful that we live in Houston, Texas, and we're following the law, state and federal laws, and our ordinance will be consistent with that.